Hello, I'm Karen, for those that haven't watched my videos, and today I'm going to be showing you how to increase the sizes in my little ballet slippers, which can also be the Mary Janes as well, because with the little straps on. On my other video, on my last slipper video, I showed you how to make the 4-inch sole, which is done with a 4mm hook. Now, after doing lots of trial and errors, I discovered that if you used exactly the same pattern and you used a 6.5mm hook, you can actually really seriously increase the size. This one I've turned into a little Mary Jane bootie. I will give the instructions on how to do that in my other videos, but for today's video I'm going to show you how to make the next size up. There is a series of my patterns where I increase the beginning chain, and it also alters slightly here, but they follow on, and you can see where I'm going. But when I was making my original slippers, I got this little join that was going up. It's a nice neat join and I didn't mind. But then when I wanted to do it into the actual bootie, I noticed that it was going right up, and because of the way that I work, you end up with a seam going all the way right across there. So I've changed my pattern very slightly just to avoid that, so that if you are going to carry on and make it into the actual little bootie, which by the way, I think these would be cool inside your wellies, because they keep you really nice and warm in winter, but whether that actually works or not I don't know, because I haven't had new wellies this year to try them out. So anyway, I think I'm waffling a bit, so I'm just going to put these aside and I'm going to show you how to make this slipper. I'm going to use the chunky yarn. Where's my label? I'm using Yarn Fair Sparkle Chunky Knitting Yarn. For those of you that live in the UK, this is available from Wilko's. Nice plug for Wilko's, I hope you appreciate it. It's available for £2 and they've got some lovely new yarns, really nice. And this one is, I just love it. It's just so nice and sparkly, ready for Christmas, and I just think that these make fantastic little Christmas gifts. So what we're going to do is I'll put everything to the side. We're going to have our 6.5mm hook for this particular pattern. And I'm going to begin with a chain of 15, because the little ones was a chain 12. So I've got my magic loop on and chain, and I'm going to stop a minute. I noticed in my comments somebody said that I crocheted too fast. Well, I'm going to crochet a bit slower with this yarn because it's got the silver threads in it. You can catch them, so I will go a little bit slower. But I wasn't doing my videos to teach people how to actually crochet. I was just sharing my patterns. So I do apologise if you think that I go a bit fast, but that's okay. You can press the pause button and you can catch up, and then you can carry on. And as usual, I'm going to put my pattern in the description box below. And because I'm doing various different fronts, because I've got this little one with the bars, I shall do a couple of little videos just to show you how to do the bars. And I did notice as well that somebody asked about my pin cushion. My pin cushion, I will do a video for this, but there's a special surprise with this video, because this actually is the body of something else. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to do the magic loop. I'll do a separate video for the magic loop for those that want to know. And we're going to chain, was that on properly? We're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Into the third chain from the hook, 3 half double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet in the next 11. Now I'm going to just be working underneath one loop, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Into the next loop, which is the beginning where we did our magic loop, we're going to work underneath one side of the loop and half double crochet 6. 1, 2, 3. Now I like to tuck this the tail end under at number 4. So that's number 4, 5 and 6. Now, as you can see that's opened up this next loop here. Now in some patterns you can work underneath both loops, but I'm going to still work underneath one because it gives a nice little crisscross pattern as we go along, okay? So half double crochet underneath one loop in the next 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's if I don't get tangled up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oops, and 11. It's the same as my other patterns. I don't work into this centre loop, it's already big enough when we're using chunky yarn. So where we've got this loop that's going into there, which is the back, that's part of the beginning chain, we're going to do 2 half double crochet. So that's 1 and 2. And then when we look at our work, we're going to look, we can see the top loops across, and this one is the first loop, the first half double crochet. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet to join, and you'll have something that looks like that. Round 2, chain 2, then double crochet in the same space. I'm just going to stop for a minute because when I do the next bit, we're going to work 2 double crochet into the next spaces. I personally will go double crochet, and I'll do that, and then on my second time I'm going in, I actually do say double crochet, which is, I'm counting my 2. Some people might want to go 2, 4, etc. So it's entirely up to you. So the pattern said chain 2, double crochet in the same space, double crochet in the next 3. That's 1, double crochet, 2, double crochet, and 3 double crochet. Double crochet in the next 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 double crochet in the next 7, so you might like to count 14, it's entirely up to you. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, 5 double crochet, 6 double crochet, and 7 double crochet. Double crochet in the next 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 double crochet in the next 3. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. Oops. I'm just going to stop a minute and show you. In this round I am going to be using this loop here. It's the only round that we use this loop in, okay? On the other rounds we don't. So this is 3. Oh, text message. Double crochet, and we'll slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet to join. So we end up with looking like this. Now the next round is going to cause the curves, so that we're going to go up. If you want to actually do the ones where you add extra soles, where you have the double sole, I can show you actually on the larger version that I've done. It looks really nice. I don't know if you can see that. It looks really quite smart. These ones are for my sister for Christmas. She asked me for a pair, bless her, and she is so trendy, and I never ever would have thought that she would have said that she wanted something like that. But that just goes to show how really nice these really are. Anyway, yes, but I'm going to be doing the little ballet slipper style, so I'm going to be working into both loops. Okay, but the description will be in the description box if you want to add the double soles. And if you want to do the double sole, all you have to do is repeat this bit and then actually attach it to the bottom. It's really simple, but because you've worked under one loop, if you look on my other video, I'll show you how to do that on my small ones. Anyway, where are we? We're on round 3. This is where I've changed my pattern slightly. This is just to stop the seam work looking so bad at the back, even though it doesn't look bad anyway, but it just makes it look better. So we need to chain 1 and half double crochet in the same space. Oh, and I'm going to stop again here. When you're working around in this next bit, it actually says in my pattern to half double crochet in the next 46. If you get distracted or interrupted part of the way through, you have to remember there is actually going to be a total of 47 because you've half double crocheted in the same space. So don't think that you've gone wrong. Just remember, the way that I always do it is when I'm doing it, I would say, right, I've done my chain 1, half double crochet in the same space, and then I count from there onwards. Okay, so now we're going to half double crochet in the next 46. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 and 46. We don't use this stitch in this round, and because we chained 1, we're going to look for the first lot of our double loops, which is the top of the first half double crochet, and slip stitch to join. Okay, so you've started to get your curve that's forming. Okay, round 4 is exactly the same as round 3. So we chain 1, we half double crochet in the same space, and we half double crochet in the next 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, oops, and 46. We don't use this in this round, so we're going to ignore the chain of one and go to the top loops there, which is the top of the first half double crochet, and slip stitch to join. At this point, this is where I like to pull up my yarn there, and I tuck this tail through and pull this to one side. This makes it easier for sewing, and also when you're doing this next curve, it stops this tail from getting in your way. Okay, now it will be in the description box as well. This particular round is where you can actually change the pattern, so you can actually have the little bars across, or you can do like what I'm going to do today and just have the nice curve. So we chain one, half double crochet in the same space. Now this one's easy because we started off with a chain of 15. We now work 15 half double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Half double crochet 2 together 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Half double crochet in the next 11. 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we don't use this point in this round, and we're going to look for the top of our first half double crochet, which has got those 2 loops there, and we're going to slip stitch to join. And there you have a little slipper. Now, to make sure that these don't get baggy, this last round is purely slip stitching all the way round. I've done lots of tests with these slippers. I've been up to my mum's. My mum lives up the coast, and my mum and my sister and my daughter have all been trying these on for me, so that I've got roughly they're all the right size. You can still do other variations to slightly alter the size. So for this one is going to be the 7-inch sole, which I think works out to be a size 3, or is that a size 2? It is. That's going to be the size 2, because my sister's a size. Oh no, she's not. She's size 3, size 4. So this one is. It's going to be a size 2 to a 3. If you want to vary the size a little bit more, if you find people like a half size or in between, you can actually crochet this up in a 6mm hook, which will reduce the size slightly. You can do it in a 7mm hook to increase it slightly, and if you do it with the 4mm hook, that's where you get the little tiny ones for the little tiny tots. And like I said, I'm going to show you the variations. I'm just going to quickly do this round the edge here, because this neatens it up, and it, even if you're going to change it into the little booties that I've done, we're still going to keep this round, because this helps prevent it from slipping up on your foot at the back. I've also got different versions where we've seen the ones where that you do the bows. You can still add the bow to this one. You may want to change the on the bows there. I find that now they're getting bigger, it's better to do a chain of 5 across there for you to do in your bows. And if you've got a wider fitting foot, then you can do a chain of 6 or a chain of 7. So right, now I've got to the end, because when I've been doing my slip stitch, I've been going in that angle. This final slip stitch there, I'm like coming up, so I know I'm right at the very end. So I'm slip stitching, and remember the way that we've worked, we're not going to end in the very centre of our slipper. I'm just going to pull that through and just straighten it all out so that you can see that we have created another little slipper, which is the same as the other one. It looks slightly different actually. Why is that different? Maybe it's because I've squashed it. Anyway, oh, maybe that's because I've even picked up a different size slipper. But there you go, that is our slipper that's all nice and sparkly. Okay, now I notice that I've actually got to half an hour of my video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video, because I don't want you to get bored out of your brains and say, oh, I've had enough, I want to get on with that one. And I will do another little video just to show you how to do these little bars, if you'd prefer to do the bars. So I'm going to just cut off my yarn here, there, pull that through, get my little pin cushion that's been admired. You'll love what I make out of that. It's great. I'm also going to do some other little videos to share some other things that I do. I've got a lovely mitten that I've been working on, which I've done it in the size to fit me, which actually also fits my sister and my mum and my daughter. My daughter's a teenager, so but I can tell you how to alter the sizes of that one as well. It's really quite simple when you know how. So we're threading this through here. Look, don't want to pull it too tight when you're doing this, but it's nice to go backwards and forwards. It stops your thread from coming undone. Cut that off there. And then, like I said, when I showed you earlier, if you pull this tail through while you're working, you can actually work this yarn into the bottom of the slipper, which is a lot easier than trying to turn your slipper inside out and messing about and there. There we go. So that's the slipper there. That's just the basic ballerina slipper. Really simple, really lovely. They're very comfortable. I will say, for those people that have laminate flooring, please be careful. We don't want you slipping over. They're great fun to slide around in if you want to do it intentionally, but I'm just saying I don't want people to slip over by wearing these. So there you go, that's the basic ballerina slipper. And like I said, if you want to follow the other instructions where I've shown you, you find this centre and you thread your yarn across so that you can actually make your bow. You can still make the bow, which will bring it in and give it a nice little finish for that. But for now, as I say, my video's gone over half an hour and I think that that's enough for one go. So thank you very much for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I'm just going to say, I can't believe it, I actually made 200,000 views. So thanks guys. It's one of those things that's really shocked me. I never expected that. So happy crocheting everybody, bye for now.